Yeah. We hurt people that love us, love people that hurt us, hurt people that love us, love people. I'm inspired, so get inspired. And so he said, why you...
This is a reaction video to this guy talking about what he will do, what he won't do, but I don't need you because I'm not supposed to. I don't know if that's what this video is about, but we finna see. Cause you got a reality check, cause I got my own check. So it's on to the next. I'm gonna watch it and then I'm gonna see what's popping.
What you crying for? I don't think a lot of people understand that as a kid. I got told that so much. You gotta man up. I got in trouble for feeling, for expressing my opinion. I don't know how. I wasn't taught how to love. I was taught how to work, how to provide. I want to be much more than that. I'm much more than a man that provides that need to be marginalized. I'm a person that wants to be loved. I don't have to be macho with you. I don't want a woman that makes me feel like I gotta be in second grade again, being taught not to cry and to feel and to express and to...
Nigga, I'm about to cry already.
...to be loved. I want to be hugged.
I want to hug you. I want to hug you.
When hugged enough. I want to be valued.
Okay, so my issue, y'all know I can't ever watch nothing all the way through. Who's laughing? Do y'all ever watch videos like this and wonder who's the dumbass who thought this was funny? Like, nigga, this is not funny.
But for being a beautiful soul like you, I want to be cared for. And I'm not afraid to say it, ladies. Your man needs you for much more than just letting him provide for you. He needs you up here. He gonna fight you every step of the way because from birth he's been taught that this is the person he's supposed to be. Never let her pick up a check. Never let her play something. You are the romance. He needs you to tell him it is okay, babe. I got you.
What you mean, though?
Let me show you that I can be what you need. Okay. From a mental standpoint, an emotional, a romantic. Let me show you you are appreciated. Quit fighting that.
What?
Because we've been fighting it all our lives.
I'm lost.
If you can't be there for me,
okay,
past my ability to provide for you, then I don't want it.
I agree with it.
I want somebody that I can talk to.
Okay, I can listen.
That's going to pour into me as much as I'm going to pour into her.
Okay, we both doing it.
Somebody that refuses to allow me to refuse her gestures of gratitude.
Refuses to allow me to refuse her gestures of gratitude. Okay, that sounds impossible. That sounds impossible. I don't know if he realizes what he just said there. Someone who refuses to allow me, my issue with that is I can't control you, babe. Okay? Refuses to allow me to refuse her gestures of gratitude. You just said you don't know how to receive love. And I'm gonna keep listening and then I'm gonna say what I gotta say. But that is the key right there that I'm gonna talk about.
Her dates, her paying for it, her gifts. Because I need that secretly. I don't know about a lot of men that's watching right now. But I want to be loved. I want to be appreciated and I want to be valued too. And I know it ain't the man thing to say. That manhood,
I don't agree with that narrative. This sounds very manly to say.
that identity of manhood was beat into me. That ain't what I chose. And I guarantee there's a lot of people around the world that didn't choose this identity.
Didn't choose.
Love me as a person. Love me as somebody that's there for you. Appreciate me like you want me to appreciate you. Help me. Comfort me. I'm not too much of a man to tell you those are the things I really look for. I'm much...
Y'all are not finna like what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it.
more than a provider. I'm a person. And I need love too.
Okay, all right, now a few things. I get it. I completely understand. Nobody taught me how to love either. I was taught survival. I was taught love is going to be one of a few things. It's either going to be a hindrance, meaning, yeah, you'll love him, but he's not going to reciprocate. Now, for what reason, I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Like emotional abandonment, what he's speaking of never being allowed to emote and being forced to be overly masculine. That's that toxic masculinity that women be talking about. I was also taught, and I'm talking about me personally in relation to how he's feeling and how I understand. So I'm not taking away from how he's feeling, but I was also taught that love is a tool that you can use to be stable, aka requiring the man to provide for you, and you give him love and you give him affection, you give him these things, you take care of the children, and you can live a nice life. I was taught those things. You want someone who's gonna be stable. What I wasn't taught was how much pressure that puts on men. Now, to the fact that everybody has been abandoned, has been programmed to believe one thing. Women have been programmed to believe this, but I'm not even gonna go there. I'm gonna talk about just the men. As a woman who has been this person that he's talking about, who has pretty much tried to force people to love them, you have to understand that there was no one who taught me how to love either. They taught me how to be someone who should inspire love out of a man. Notice I said should, because none of those women were able to do what they were trying to teach me to do, okay? You saying you want someone who is not going to allow you to refuse, you know, her gestures. I can't force you to do that. And while I can love you, I cannot teach you how to do that. That's something you have to want to know on your own. You read books. When you're in relationships and opportunities come for you to love and you want to, you know what, I'm gonna teach you. Here we go. I can teach you this. I'm gonna tell y'all what I learned about how to become more receptive of the love that people give you. I simply let go. That's the answer. Who refuses to allow me, ain't nobody got time for that. That's just a tough love part of it. Ain't nobody in these days finna do that. Because what you're asking that person to do, and you expect this woman to chisel away at it every single day, you're chiseling away at her confidence. And if you want a healthy love from someone who is going to be able to continuously pour in your cup, this is that be the covering thing that they've been talking about on social media a lot. That is unhealthy to both of you, and it's counterproductive to the type of love that you genuinely seek. And if you do not know how to receive love, it makes me doubt your ability to even give it back. If you don't know how to take it and you don't know how to love, how can you then say, you do these things for me and I'll give them back? You're making false, you're basically setting me up to be hurt, because that's going to set up that cycle of, I keep texting him, I keep calling him, I keep telling him I want to see him, but you know, he's telling me that he doesn't have these issues, but the issues keep coming up because you're not doing your work. I am sorry that whoever was your mama did not hug you enough. I didn't get enough hugs either. My mom was the first person to show me that blood ain't no thicker than water. I'm just gonna be 100% right now. My mom did not do the hug shit. She was 100% tough love. And she was the one who taught me that don't nobody give a fuck about you. Now, I'm not saying that with that, it means, oh, you should expect people to not give a fuck about you. No, but you should be prepared. That's why you have to love yourself, because you're expecting her to do something you haven't done for yourself. You have to stop allowing yourself to reject people's advances and good intentions of loving you. That's your job, not hers. As much as you want it to be, because it's a tough burden to bear, you have to dig mentally inside of yourself and say, what is it that makes me so afraid to just let it go? The same thing you want, you're running from it. And I am not about to run my knees bad, run my back out, and run myself tired when I've done my work. It was hard, you know, you cry about it, you're confused about it. You are literally wandering around in the darkness trying to find the light switch. But the truth is, think about outer space. I'm finna get real deep for a second. Think about outer space, all right? We just floating, and we have to have faith that whatever is holding Earth, this planet that we live on, wherever we're at, we gotta have faith that that shit just don't stop and we just start falling into all eternity. That same amount of faith that you have in gravity, you need to have that faith in yourself and in your ability to just love somebody. So when she texts you and you start thinking, oh man, she probably this, or it's probably not like that, or I can't. Because I realize that a lot of men, you guys are projecting your insecurities on women when it comes to, I don't think that I can be enough for her. I don't think that I'm what she needs. Why don't you try her and see? Why don't you trust her enough and see? Just try. Not even try, just jump off the cliff. No, you don't know where she's been. No, you don't know if she really means it. No, you don't know if you can trust her. Welcome to the club. That's exactly how we feel. We don't know either, but you keep, damn it, jumping. You just keep doing it. That's how you get over it. Let her in. Stop. People gonna get tired. People get tired of that. And women, ain't nobody finna do that for you, baby. I'm sorry. We want to love you. That is in us. Oh my God, that is in us. And it used to be to where women would fight and fight and fight and fight and fight and do this and do that. That's just not the reality. So I'm not saying that no one's gonna love you. I'm not saying that. But you can't expect people to love you more than you love yourself. You can't expect people to love you more than they love themselves, because that's what you're asking of them. Now, meeting somebody halfway, hell yeah. I'm with the shits. I will meet you halfway. You got your read receipts on, bitch, I'm gonna turn mine on. You texting back as soon as you open that message, bitch, I'm gonna text back as soon as you open the message. But you take 5 days to respond? You only WYD me to death? You always asking me when we gonna link up, but you don't ever make no plans, even though I have? No, we're not doing that. Because you have to understand also to just hear what I'm saying and just think about it. In my last video, my unpopular opinion of men, I talked about this. I talked about how you guys were taught that you could not emote. So when you're with someone who asks you to communicate with her, let it out. Let it out. Don't be afraid that it's gonna weigh her down. Don't be afraid that she's gonna see all that you are and run. It could happen. But the person who is for you is not gonna run from that. She's not. Because I bet you she come with her own bag of shit and she can't wait to tell you what the fuck has been bothering her. Y'all have to be able, and I'm gonna say y'all as men and women, we all have to learn how to listen to our significant others. I can understand the pressure that men feel to constantly have to be expected to do this providing thing. I'm a single mom. I know how that feels. And when you fall short, it makes you feel like you're less than nothing. I know how that feels. And it makes you feel like not only do I have to do this and I gotta be strong and I have to lead, but then you want me to be soft? You want me to be open? But if I'm soft and open, that makes me vulnerable to making more mistakes because then I'm too emotional to nut up and get this shit done. I understand. It's not that people lack the ability to understand. Are you giving other people the opportunity to understand you? And if you're not, and you're afraid that you don't have the capacity to do so, are you utilizing every resource that you have to learn what triggers you, to learn what needs to be learned? Or are you just expecting some savior of a woman to come into your life and lift the veil? Because baby, I'm gonna tell you one thing, ain't nobody coming to save you. They ain't coming. They can love you where you meet. They gonna meet you where you at. So if you find yourself constantly bumping into people who can't give you this, it's because you haven't given it to you yet. That's the best I got for you with this one. That's how I feel about this video. I hear him and I feel him on a very personal level. I feel everything that he's saying. And I was there. I'm not there anymore. I don't make excuses for, that's an excuse. Love me so hard that I get it. No. I'ma love you as hard as you are loving on yourself. And I'm going to meet you where you're at. And you know what? I understand sometimes it ain't gonna be 100-100. It's gonna be 80-20. I get that. As long as that's not the theme of their relationship, anyone who doesn't understand that everybody doesn't have the capacity to be 100% of the time should not be fucking dating. You shouldn't be. You have unrealistic expectations, and it is going to ruin how you see other people, and it's going to make you bitter because you're setting yourself up for failure. So with all these high-ass expectations that you have of other people, that you seek in other people, make sure that you have done your work. Have you sat with yourself? Everybody think it's easy. You spend a lot of time alone. You start to think that you're crazy. You start to feel like ain't nobody coming. You start to think, damn, is there anybody out there who, can anybody hear me? I am ready for love. Or are you ready to be saved? Because love is giving. And when you are ready to give, you open yourself up to receive another person who wants to give. It's just a constant pouring. And if you don't have anything, you can't give me nothing. And I can't give you anything because my guard's gonna be up. Because don't nobody on this earth want to pour more into a person than they're getting back. We are not God. Ain't nobody finna do that. Because you don't want to do it. That's what's keeping you from giving it back. Because you're scared you're going to be done gave too much and you ain't going to get shit back. Everybody want theirs back. And it ain't going to happen until you give and give and give. It is scary. It is hard. It is frustrating. It is, I would say it's the equivalent to skydiving solo your first time. Every damn time. That's what it is. You got to learn to love it. Or you're going to be by yourself. So that's just my take on it. I don't know who the fuck I think I am, but I'm just telling y'all what I done learned about this whole situation. I done had my heart broken multiple times. I done broken a couple of hearts myself, and on both ends I can see where me having my heart broken, it didn't harden my heart. It just made me feel like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep trying. That doesn't make me foolish. It just means that I'm committed. I'm committed. I'm gonna find my man. He's gonna find me, and we're gonna love on each other, and we're gonna be so nasty, and it's gonna be so much fun, and we're just gonna go places and do things and have kids, and just and then we're gonna get really old, right? And we're gonna be sitting on this patio, and it's gonna be a wraparound porch, and I'm gonna look at him, and he gonna talk a little shit, and I'm gonna talk a little shit, and then we're gonna laugh, and then he's gonna choke, and I'm gonna have a heart attack, and we're gonna die together. It's okay. Somebody gonna love you, but you gotta work on loving yourself first. Because that's just it. He sounds like he don't love himself. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I also hope that not only did you enjoy it, but you could take something from it. I think that this is the direction that I'm going to go with my channel because these type of things are so natural to me. So I'm going to be talking more about these types of situations because I think we all need help. If you guys see any videos like this floating around, please tag me in the videos. My handle on all social media outlets is at ZANDI2247. That's my @ on Twitter, on Instagram, on Tumblr, not on Facebook anymore, dead. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and subscribe. You know, go ahead and leave a little thumbs up and drop a comment down below of your opinion and what you thought of this video and what you thought of what I said. I can see it in his eyes that he really wants it so bad, but internally he's sabotaging his own love by expecting someone else to do his work. And that's just the truth of the matter. I'm not trying to be insensitive, I'm really not. But that's just what it's gonna take in order for him to get that woman who's gonna be strong enough to love him through the ups and downs. You have to first be able to meet her where she's at with her own love by loving yourself. And I can't give that to you. I can't love you enough. I can't inspire that in and out of you. You're gonna have to do your work. And if you don't change, it's because you refuse to do your work and you're gonna keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. That's just the tough love of the situation. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.